Let's face it, dealing with difficult people is part of life, especially at work. These individuals can drain your energy, impact your productivity, and even affect your overall morale. Difficult colleagues come in many forms: the chronic complainer, the gossip monger, the credit stealer, or the overly competitive coworker. Ignoring the problem rarely makes it go away. Instead, it's crucial to develop effective strategies for navigating these challenging relationships. The key is to remain calm, professional, and solution-oriented. Remember, you can't control someone else's behavior, but you can control your reactions. By focusing on clear communication, setting boundaries, and staying focused on your work, you can minimize the negative impact of difficult colleagues. Remember, your goal is not to change the other person. Instead, focus on protecting yourself and ensuring a productive work environment. It's about maintaining your professionalism and sanity while still getting the job done. One of the most effective ways to handle difficult colleagues is to establish and maintain clear professional boundaries. This means keeping your interactions strictly work-related. Avoid gossiping or engaging in personal conversations that could be misconstrued or used against you later. When interacting with a challenging colleague, focus on asking direct, business-related questions. This helps keep the conversation on track and minimizes opportunities for conflict or misunderstanding. For example, instead of responding emotionally to a snide remark, you could say, "What's the status of that report?" When you maintain a professional demeanor, you demonstrate your commitment to a productive work environment. This can be disarming to someone attempting to engage in negativity. By staying calm and focused on the task at hand, you're more likely to keep the situation from escalating. This approach also helps you stay emotionally detached from the difficult behavior, protecting you from unnecessary stress. Miscommunication often fuels workplace conflicts. To avoid misunderstandings, strive for clarity in all your interactions. When a difficult colleague makes a request or expresses an opinion, take the time to understand their perspective fully. Don't hesitate to paraphrase or ask clarifying questions to ensure you're on the same page. This shows that you're listening actively and trying to understand their point of view, which can help de-escalate tension. For example, you might say, "Let me make sure I understand your point. Are you saying..." When you express your thoughts, be clear, concise, and direct. Avoid being vague or using ambiguous language that could lead to misinterpretations. If you need to provide feedback, focus on the behavior or the work product, not the person. By mastering clear and respectful communication, you can significantly reduce the potential for conflict and create a more harmonious work environment. Remember, effective communication is a two-way street, so be prepared to listen actively and express yourself clearly. Section 4, dealing with personal attacks. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, a difficult colleague might resort to personal attacks. It's crucial to remain calm and composed in these situations. Don't take the bait and engage in an emotional back and forth. Instead, calmly and firmly steer the conversation back to work-related topics. You might say, "I understand you're frustrated, but right now let's focus on finishing this project." If the personal attacks continue, it's perfectly acceptable to disengage from the conversation. You could say, "I'm not comfortable with this conversation. Let's continue this when we can focus on the work." Remember, you have the right to protect yourself from verbal abuse. By refusing to engage in personal attacks, you maintain your professionalism and avoid getting dragged into unnecessary drama. This sends a clear message that you won't tolerate disrespectful behavior. Section 5, documentation, your best defense. In some cases, despite your efforts, a difficult colleague's behavior might not improve. If you're dealing with a situation involving bullying, harassment, or other serious misconduct, it's essential to document these incidents. Keep a detailed record of each interaction, including the date, time, location, and witnesses. Note the specific words used in any actions taken. This documentation can be invaluable if you need to report the behavior to HR or seek support from management. Documentation provides a factual account of events, protecting you from hearsay and potential retaliation. It also demonstrates that you've taken steps to address the issue professionally. Remember, documenting incidents is not about getting someone in trouble. It's about protecting yourself and ensuring a safe and respectful work environment for everyone.